Kristy, when you say worrying doesn't do anything for you, can you break that down a little bit for those worry warts out there who just love to worry?
Yeah.
What do you mean it doesn't do anything for you? Because in the time, and for those who love to worry, or it's just part of their identity, it's doing a lot for them. They think.
Yeah, you think that it's an emotional home, and Tony Robbins talks about that a lot, is like, where do you go no matter what? And so worry was an emotional home that for whatever reason I made some comfort attachment to it. And I noticed as I kind of broke away from when I left home at 17 to go to college, that if I didn't have anything to worry about, it almost felt uncomfortable. And this is when you are worrying about things that you can't do anything about. This is where you start to see things like fibromyalgia, and chronic fatigue and things like that manifest in the body. So it's the disease of insufficiency and the disease of not being able to get out of your situation. So what I would encourage people to do is to focus on what can I do, right? So this situation happened, or this fear is here, or whatever it may be. But if you don't focus your attention on something positive and what you can do right now, it is going to prevent you from moving forward. And this happens also, like when you're getting ready to step into your greatness, you will probably find yourself worrying a lot too. There's a book, The Big Leap, that talks a lot about when you're starting to reach your upper limit, you may find yourself in this space of worry too. And that worry and that emotional home is trying to pull you back into comfort. So now I've kind of reframed worry, and I go, okay, well, when I see her rear her ugly head, I'm like, whoa, I'm onto something. I'm onto something big. And either I pull myself back down and I stay in this space, or I got to blow right through it. And it sucks, but it's either I tamp down the thermostat, or I'm going to blow right through it, and that worry's going to go away.
Yeah, I was just having that conversation with a client a couple days ago, as far as the anxiety, just a constant, just lull of anxiety. And exactly what you're saying is what I was explaining to her, where, she's right on the cusp, she's right on the edge of
Yeah.
jumping,
Yeah.
and her body is just trying to pull her back in at any means possible to get her to go back down into the valley,
Yep.
versus, climbing that mountain and jumping off into another realm. And how our body automatically does that. It's not that you have to be thinking about it at that
Mm.
exact moment. It can just feel the shift.
Yeah, it's and sickness can send in and do the same thing too. So if you're close to making that leap, and then all of a sudden you get a cold or you get a major illness, or like, that is another symptom. But you can use it as a sign and be like, "Oh, this isn't a cold. This is just my limiting beliefs trying to pull me back down into." Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding. I believe that.
Yeah. 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 Usually when I tell people that, like, they can go, they're like, "Oh, that's why that happened to me in my life at that time." And it could be something like major, or it could be, just like, "Oh, I got the sniffles," but manifest very similar. Yep.
Wow. You know what this just brings